day and has a tilted 1800 first up. The red light goes on. They're all set at Beckett's gate. There they go. They're off and racing. And from the inside, Miss Elfie stepped cleanly. Lucky Heart, Devonia and Ella Fella right up there on pace early. Coming over Awesome Chatter with Kentucky Blue. They're just going to cruise on through the first couple of 100 metres. Royal Elite was able to dart down onto the inside from Wee Ripper. Frankie Blue Eyes, Dutchie's Demerit, who's back there with Bandolier Bow. Well, no one wanted to lead, so Kentucky Blue was forced to take it up, and he wanted to really run. Steve Parnham had his hands full early as Kentucky Blue wants to go in front there, but he's locked down. He's pulling hard. He leads. Devonia also hit the bridle strongly. A length and a half to Miss Elfie at the 1100. 3/4 Awesome Chatter. Over on the outside, 3 deep next of all, Lucky Heart with Ella Fella drifting back into the field. Then Wee Ripper in the yellow colours back in the middle. A length and a half behind it, the baldy face, Frankie Blue Eyes. Royal Elite's down on the inside. Dutchie's Demerit back there second last on the inside of Bandolier Bow. No change to the order. Going out by the 800, Kentucky Blue just lifted up the pace now and led by a length and a half. They're going along more evenly. Devonia second. Miss Elfie running third. Awesome Chatter enjoying a good run coming to the home turn. And over on the outside at the 600, Lucky Heart 3 deep, so has to come right off the track to get around them. Wee Ripper bides its time in the middle. Ella Fella's next of all with nowhere to go. A length and a half behind them, Frankie Blue Eyes and Dutchie's Demerit the centre on the rails. Royal Elite, Bandolier Bow whips them all in. Homeward bound at the 350, and Kentucky Blue with a sprint leads the way from Devonia. Awesome Chatter lets down. No run, Miss Elfie down on the fence. Wee Ripper gets into the clear now. Awesome Chatter hits the front. Here comes Wee Ripper out after it. Awesome Chatter with a kick, 100 to go. On the outside is Wee Ripper. Wee Ripper comes at Awesome Chatter, grabs the lead and is too good. Wee Ripper. Wee Ripper beat Awesome Chatter. Lucky Heart got busy late. Phil's third. Right behind them either Ella Fella or Devonia and Dutchie's Demerit in a group together. And they were followed then by Bandolier Bow. Kentucky Blue might have pulled a bit too hard early on in the race and weakened from Royal Elite, Miss Elfie, and the last to greet the judge, Frankie Blue Eyes. Number 2, the winner, Wee Ripper. You little Ripper. Some punters cheering underneath our broadcasting box. Clearly have been on board, as many have been. $5.50 into $4. Wee Ripper for Troy Turner gets the double. Jagsy Turner needed some luck there. The big fellow was travelling boldly back in the middle. Just needed to get out there and find a little bit of open air. And once he did, he set out after Awesome Chatter. It got the drifts in the market. The winner's been the firmer, and the punters have got it spot on. And Lucky Heart ran on to grab third from Devonia and Dutchie's Demerit. Wee Ripper prepared by Justine Erkelins. 6 from 47 here. The Blackfriars 8-year-old now is out of Away You Go. For G. Stewart and M. Clark, G. Biggs, P. Hegarty and A. Yao, Mrs. J. Erkelins, M. Biggs, J. Masika and J. Wynn Taylor. Mrs. J. L. Wynn Taylor, Ms. A. L. Biggs. Winning double today for Troy Turner. He joins Chris Parnham as a multiple winning rider this afternoon over Awesome Chatter and Awesome Rock Disco, Miss Gilding, prepared by Adam Durant, ridden by Alan Kennedy. For Adam and Keith Biggs, Mrs. J. Clues, R.J. Andrew, Mrs. S.M. Andrew, P.K. Racing, and also Mrs. K.M. Russell and T.J. Russell. And third home, number 10 in Lucky Heart, who's by Universal Ruler from Mystical Messenger, Kesh Dura and the rider for trainer Tracy Diedrich. 151.20. They just hacked along for the early part. The pacemaker Kentucky Blue probably worked against itself a little. 35.71 they opened up that sprint. Our margins were a long neck and a half a length. Now the next today, the Supremacy, the feature race for the 2-year-olds at listed level. Number 1 Shell Bell comes out, so does 10 Twist of Gold. So 1 and 10 the scratchings out of race number 7. They'll jump at 4:15. Brittany's joining us down there in the yard. The punters, they've got it right here with Wee Ripper, $5.50 into $4.40. And in what looked a tricky race, they found the right horse to back.
They did indeed. Really good support for Wee Ripper, Justine. These owners have waited 514 days for this. They just reminded me, but gee, hasn't he been consistent? Even just this campaign, the amount of seconds he's run. For an old boy, you must be very proud of him.
Yeah, well, he's far away his little brother. So He's been unlucky. And the race before, they changed the distance from 17 to 16, and he's better off, over distance. So he's been tracking along really, really good. So really happy with Troy's ride. Rode him perfect.
60 kilos today. Does that add more merit to this win?
Yeah, he's a tough little horse, and if his mother was the same. She was this big and just had the biggest heart. She wouldn't matter what you put her in or over or with the weight, she would just battle it out. So those two are just like their mother. So 60 kilo, he had to put him away a bit earlier, which was perfect, and then he only had 200 sprint home, so that was good.
We've spoken a little bit about some of the old boys in your stable and just how you keep their mind on the job, and because they still race so consistently as 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds. What do you do with this horse behind the scenes?
Well, he's the same as his brother. They're like they're semi-retired because they live out in the grass, and when you go to catch them in the mornings, they'll run around, and yeah, they're just happy. We take them swimming and we do other things with them besides just track work and stuff like that. It just keeps them fresh, yeah.
Well, it is working. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There is Justine Erklands and Wee Ripper having start number 47 today. The 8-year-old is able to win after 3 second placings this preparation, and even that one other run where he finished 4th, he was only a length and a half off the winner. So he really has not been far away all campaign, and today he's able to go one better.
Probably on paper below par performance was the day in a West Speed Platinum where he had to sit in the breeze, and he's clearly just a different horse when you can get some cover with him. So today he was drawn a wide gate, but he was afforded a really nice run in transit. Troy, talk us through how it ended up from that wide draw.
Yeah, obviously had a bit of weight and wanted to be sort of close enough on the corner, and lucky enough I sort of got up behind the favourite, and it just worked out nice for him, and he just had the last drop on him, which he got over the line nice.
Justine's got a lot of these older horses that are just honest.
They're very honest. I mean, good trainer, she looks after him, they train on, good jeopardy about him. When a trainer can train a horse and be at the peak form as an 8, 9-year-old, that's a good sign.
What about in one of today's features, the Rock Magic? You're on a quirky horse, River Bow. What do you think about his chances?
Yeah, look, you can never disregard him, but he'd probably have to step up a bit from his trial. He's may have needed the trial a little bit, but hopefully he can fill the placings.
Congratulations on the double.
Thank you.
There is Troy Turner. He combines with Justine Erklands, and Wee Ripper wins for the first time in 514 days, defeating Awesome Chatter and Lucky Heart at a big price. Runs third. 2, 1, 10 and 5, the numbers from race number 6. And up next is the first of our features, the Supremacy Stakes for the 2-year-olds.
Remember Charlie Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He must have been an admiral, a sultan or a king, and to his praises we shall always sing. Look at what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Mops, the man who invented beer, 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 diddly beer, beer, beer. A barrel of malt, a bushel of hops, you stirred it around with a stick. The kind of lubrication should make your engine tick. 40 pints of all up a day will keep a